What's up, YouTube? Curtis Joseph back in the house with another video. Please like, share, sub if you haven't already. Hit the notification bell, that way you know every time I upload new content, and when you feel led, head on over to Patreon, support me there, so you can start digging a lot deeper in regard to cultivating your own personal power. If you're looking for answers to questions in regard to the occult, the one-year apprentice program, the upcoming Tarot and our Gateways course, consultation packages, fetishes, custom candles, anything of that nature, you're going to find a contact email in the description box. Hit me up there and I'll answer your questions. So, this video, we're going to focus on one very basic methodology in regard to training trapping or hand immobilization. We need to understand that within our way of thought as martial artists, within this school, we see trapping as a range. We know that as a range, trapping is a reality. Techniques, we don't really rely on them too much. We study them. And we learn to apply them. But all trapping comes into play. The techniques work and come into play, not when you somehow magically reach a reference point in the middle of a fight because you're both throwing a jab, and so for some reason your wrists happen to join. That never happens. That's not how it works. You have people that try to teach like that. That's never how it works. Trapping happens when you're straight blasting down a mother effer's throat and he gets his hands up. You learn how to clear that so you can keep hitting and keep sprinting down his center line with the Jujun Choi. Okay? That's the Jeet Kune Do principle. That's really what this is all about. But what we're going to do is we're going to start with the very nucleus of the progression here. We're going to use traditional Wing Chun reference points to show you some very basic traps. And we'll slightly build on the energy that comes from those basic movements. Okay? We're going to go ahead and begin with the lop sao. JJ, come on out here. Okay, Wing Chun trapping. First of all, trapping range is inside a boxing range. It's not here. It's not here. Trapping range is right about here. Okay? We can get here. This, the clinch, also could be considered trapping range. Because I can jut sao, boom, it's a headbutt, things like that. Point is, you're not going to punch because you're too close. But within trapping range, we will do things with our body mechanics to trap and immobilize the hands. The one we want to cover first is the lop sao. So, off of this lead hand, what I do is I grab, bring this down and in as I hit. Okay? There it is. Yep. Now, this could be a back fist or straight punch. Straight punch, back fist, right. You can play with it. Switch. So the basic lop sow is off the lead hand. Give that a try. Get that far. All right, guys. So we went over the lop sow off of the lead hand. What we want to work in now is the pak sow, the slapping hand, from a traditional Wing Chun reference point, right? So, Justice, come on out here. Pak sow, you need a couple of different integers in the equation of a successful slapping hand technique movement, right? First of all, it is the slap. You want the pak sow to happen right about here. It's not coming straight down, it's coming down and in, right? That's where it's going. But you also want the step, the footwork. This is key. This is what bridges the gap and ensures the trap. Okay? So when he comes into pak sow, he's moving forward with a trap. We'll get into that in a moment. For now, we're just going to get as far as the slapping hand here. Okay? Watch as I come in to slap, I am stepping forward. Okay? And then once I feel this move out of my way, that punch comes. Now, he's crossing over. He's sending my hand this way. So what I do is I feel that. Okay, go. That is a trap. It's a wedge. What Bruce called hand immobilization attack. It's one of the 5 ways of attack. But the basic pak sow is here. So what you can do is just play with the slapping hand. Excuse me. Work the trap. Work the trap this time. Just work it with your partner. Let them know. Work your trap. Yeah. Then we play with the pak sow. You can do it 3-count style. Just like the 3-count drills. 1, 2, 3, right? I can start, right? 1. He comes. And he starts. 1, 2, 3, right? Play with it that way, right? So let's do that for a moment. Yep. 1. Okay, I'm going to trap this time. Excuse me. And you just play with it. You work it in. But see, this is trapping out of a drill, guys. I want you to understand something. This looks neat. It's never how this works. Come on out here, JJ. See, there's people out here that'll even say, okay, when he jabs, you're going to throw a boomting, and you're going to back fist. And then he's going to parry and give you this crossover energy. And that's when you work your trap. So let's just say that's how it works. We go here, boom. It doesn't happen that way. How it happens is this. You get into a scuffle, you get here, sling it. You start blasting, and this hand says, right? Now I'm not going to lops out. When I feel that, I'm just going to hit though. Through all the trapping, you're really learning that to get back in your straight blast. Boom, back in your blast, back in your blast, back into the blast, back into the blast, back, right, back. That's all you're doing. All of our trapping, really, in this way of thought, is predicated on that. Someone is preventing you from ending it. They're going, whatever they're doing. Right? You train that. So all these trapping drills from reference, they all have a practical purpose. We're training them from reference to teach you to feel the proper energy. That's really what this is all about. Okay? All right, guys. Give that a shot.